Greetings, fellow science and squid lovers. It's hard to believe that more than 2 years have passed since we first began our examination into the mysterious cephalopod behavior here at Squid Research Lab. Research indicates that turf war remains the most popular sport among these inklings, but their fashion, technology, and other trends have evolved. I suspect our research will keep us quite busy this year and beyond, as Splatoon 2 launches this summer with continuous updates planned, including new stages, weapons, and in-game events. Oh, and as for today, I'm conducting important field research, and as such can confirm that Splatoon 2 is not bound by the limits of television technology. For now, let's turn to my fellow colleagues at the North American branch of Squid Research Lab. They're performing live in a form of joint research with test subjects from all around the world in the Splatoon 2 Global Testfire. I wish all participants the best of luck.
Thank you, Corey. And thank you to all the squid and science enthusiasts joining us here for the first session of the Splatoon 2 Global Testfire. I'm Sam, joined by my colleagues Ethan, Morgan, and our squid statistician master, Yoshka, in the back there. And as you can tell, we are ready for science. We're here not only for the Nintendo Treehouse, but for the Squid Research Lab. And we're going to jump in and spend some time with the Inklings.
Yep.
It's time to do some
Time
research.
to do it. Global
Excellent.
Testfire. Here we go.
Yeah. It's been a while.
It has.
Yeah.
2 years.
2 years since
2
our
years have
last
passed.
foray
Yeah.
into researching new Splatoon content.
I know. And 2 years have passed in real life, but also in the game world.
That's true. Inkopolis waits for no squid. And yeah, as you're going to see, in these 2 years,
Things have changed.
the world of the Inklings has undergone some evolutions.
So as we're getting started here, we're in the quick tutorial before we jump into a match. And we probably should talk a little bit about the basics of playing Splatoon for folks who maybe didn't join us for the first game.
Yeah. Well, as you can see, what Morgan's doing here in the tutorial is shooting some ink on the ground, which is allowing him to move quickly by ducking into his own ink color. So there's a real kind of rhythm to your movement in Splatoon. You're going to shoot, which is going to be something used to take out your opponents in turf war, but also it's going to allow you for mobility, the ability to hide, move quickly as you duck into that.
Yeah,
ink.
you can see right here. I'm just going to go ahead and use up my ink. Again, we know a lot of people know Splatoon, but a lot of people probably don't. So
That's right. Yeah, just kind of going over some
you can
basics.
see I'm using up all my ink here, and I'm out of ink. And the way to refill my ink is to duck into
Hop on
squid
in.
form.
And of course, the
fill it
goal
right back
in
up.
Turf War, we want to cover as much of the ground as possible
Right.
in our ink color. So as you were saying, we can actually get some ink on the walls, on other surfaces to help us move around, but it's only the ground cover that's going to count.
Right. Splatting your opponents is important, and fun. But like you said,
and real quick, if you guys are real quick,
Oh, no, yeah.
before if you guys are playing at home, you've got 4 weapon sets to choose from. But if you want to, before you jump right in, you've got control options you could do if you want.
that's true.
Actually, can't see what. Is there an X over there? In
Yeah.
the bottom right.
So we can,
Plus button will.
All right, so the plus button.
Yeah.
Sorry, you guys can pop this up.
So these are options that are available to you if you participate in the test fire this
Yeah.
weekend.
So before you hop
Right.
in, take a second.
You
make
can
sure you
adjust
have it
your
how you like it.
sensitivity,
You can turn motion control on or off. You
Yeah.
can change the sensitivity of the different axes. You can lock colors, which is really cool. It'll sort of lock the ink colors.
Right.
If you are a colorblind player, it's super useful because
Yeah.
it'll make sure that
Make
the two
sure
colors you're looking at
everything's easy to see.
are
And
really distinct.
We're going to
for
be
you.
using the motion controls on the whole time we're playing. That's what we like to roll.
Yeah.
And let's get going.
4 options. So you're going to start with
I'm going to start with the Splat
Splat
Doolies. Let's do it.
Doolies. This
So
is
these
my
are
dually.
brand new, and we've shown them off a little bit, but I'm guessing we've got some folks watching who haven't had a chance to
Yeah.
see their dualies in action yet.
Out of
Here
the
we
4
go.
options for weapon sets that you can choose, this is the one main weapon that was not included in the original Splatoon. With the Splat Dualies, I think one of the great things about them is they really give you this maneuverability, the ability to you move pretty quickly while holding them, but also as Morgan will demonstrate, one of their coolest features is while shooting on the run, you have the ability to do a dodge roll that you can do in kind of any direction. Encounter an opponent, start inking away, and then once you get some pushback, you just dodge out of the way and keep it up. And you can do that twice in a row,
Yep.
which is really cool.
And also worth mentioning for folks who maybe played a lot of Splatoon already, all the specials are new in this game. So we're going to be
That's
showing
right.
off a lot of
Yeah.
brand new stuff here.
Yeah.
And it's really interesting, I think, how that changes up the gameplay. I know personally as a player, I tend to be all about ground coverage, and I just want to lay out
Right.
as much ink as possible.
Research
and then-
does show that efficient ground coverage is the quickest way to victory in Turf War. And like we were saying earlier, splatting your foes is important and fun. But the only way you're going to win in Turf War is if at the end of the match you have more ground covered with your ink than your opponent's ink.
Yeah, and I know here in the Treehouse we've got some players who definitely take a more aggressive kind of PvP approach, and they're the guys who are going to be protecting you as you make that ground cover happen.
Yep.
They're the folks who are going to be sniping your opponents, taking them out, and causing the delay on the other side of the team for them to actually get the ink cover.
It's always good to have somebody on the team that is going to be taking care of that type of action. That's what I love about Turf War is, if you're a player who is new to the game and just wants to focus on inking the ground.
We almost got a full lobby here.
Oh, we got some
keep
folks
going,
here.
keep going. I'm getting excited. I'm here.
Yeah, no, you're ready to go. But, what's great is you don't have to be somebody who is, going to take out the entire team. Like, you can focus on inking ground, and you're still performing.
Yeah, and the match can change dramatically, like throughout the whole time, which we'll talk about a little bit. So, we're playing here. We're showing you guys. Hopefully, some of you guys are probably playing while you've got this. Maybe you've got this stream on your second screen.
Yeah.
Maybe you're just watching this. We're going to try to do a combination of trying to win, but also spread a little knowledge.
Right.
So again, I've got the Splat Dualies here, and what I want to show off really quick is, I've got my jump button here.
Yep.
I'm just jumping like a normal Inkling does. If I'm shooting with the Dualies, I'm shooting like an Inkling does.
Yep.
If I press the jump button while shooting, you can see that, with the direction, you do like this quick roll.
Yeah, and you can do 2 of those in a row.
You can. So I ran out of ink showing that. So I can actually do 2 of those.
And it'll work
to the
forwards
left.
and backwards as well.
Yeah, I can go. You can go all sorts of directions. And once I get into some little more, stressful situation, hopefully with some enemies to splat, I'll show how that works.
And I will say, I know that's one of Bill Trinnan's favorite moves. He's really into being an aggressive player and kind of like using that roll to sneak up behind somebody and take them out. So he's great to have on your team if you're I'm just going to cover the ink, you handle taking out the
I've also
players.
got a new sub-weapon. Check out this curling bomb. So I'm going to drop one of these.
Whoosh!
Our Canadian Splatoon research associates may be very happy to see that.
I don't think that dude even saw me using. I used my curling bomb. Let me throw another one. I used actually the.
Nice.
So you can kind of follow it in its wake.
But
another cool thing about the curling bomb, sorry, I'm really into the curling bomb.
I've got so much to say.
So check this out. When I hold the trigger, I can kind of pre-cook it a little bit and then throw it. And instead of going way out there, it does it a little shorter, sort of. You can use that to sort of clear out areas.
And next time you do that, folks who are watching it, take a look at the top of the curling bomb he's holding. That's where you're going to see that indicator changing to show you, okay, it's getting loaded up, it's ready to. You can let it go at whatever point you want to.
All right. So I just checked my turf map. I'm pressing the X button to bring up my turf map. We're on the Switch, so we don't have the gamepad to use the turf map. But you just tap X and you can bring it right up, and you can keep playing while you see it. So once you get used to toggling that on and off, the turf map is just as useful as it's always been. Okay, check this out. So my special inkjet. You guys are gonna. Once I fire it off, I need you guys to take over. But
it's ready.
I'm near the enemy territory. I'm gonna use it.
Ready to go.
Do it. All right, so
you're back actually.
Oh no, I'm back in my own. I got confused about the colors. It's all right.
So what's happening here? Morgan's got the inkjet going. He's elevated and he's able to shoot really far, get a really good look at the terrain. Also worth mentioning though that he's very vulnerable while he's up in the air. So it's something that you want to be very thoughtful about deploying. You want to make sure you're somewhere that you're safe, or you've got some teammates looking out for you, so you can enjoy that extra vantage point.
You splatted Mario.
Sorry, buddy. Yeah, if you guys are playing and you see SRL in your game and you're Testfire, and that's us.
Well,
helping us with
maybe
research.
just wave and say hi.
There may be some other associates out there who don the SRL.
Taking heat.
Oh, no.
Gotta get out of here. All right. I will not be splatted until I show off
So we should
the true way to use the inkjet.
A little bit about the stage that we're currently playing on here. This is Muscle Forge Fitness. Our research that we've been able to do so far, it's been pretty recent development, but we've been able to determine that this is a place the Inklings and Jellyfish, other residents of
All right, it's my
Inkopolis
final push. I'm using my
like to go
inkjet
to work out.
I'm using my inkjet to find the enemy territory for my final push.
But it's also a big site for Turf War, as you can see.
Oh, I think blue.
That makes sense. I mean, this is a very active sport.
Oh yeah.
If you're an Inkling, you got to stay fit.
That's right.
Victory. I'm going to use the capture button to make sure I grab that for later. Let's see how I did on my team.
That is important to mention, actually. For science, peer review is very important. So use your
SRL. Ooh, look
screenshot
at that.
button.
I was third place on my team, but pretty respectable. 15, 16, 18. I'm going to grab a capture of that as well.
I'm really looking forward after the Testfire and actually taking a look at screenshots that folks have gotten from this. I think there's going to be some really cool stuff coming out.
That's
all right, and we are going to exit so that we can change our weapon set.
Hand this over to
All right.
Sam.
There's so much to talk about
Splatter
each of these new
I
weapon
know,
sets
I know.
that we're going to ramble a little bit because we're trying to win these matches and stay in the
Right.
turf war and not get splatted.
But we're also
I'll
trying to deliver. Oh, nice! Look at you. You
Oh,
got
right.
you got a nice little
Thank you,
squid
Yoshika.
logo for your victory.
I
up
know.
there. Thank you, Yoshika.
Off to a good start for the SRL.
Okay. Looks like we're facing off against some Japanese players.
Yeah, what time is it in
potentially.
Japan right now? So we've
Like
got
4 in the morning.
4 in the morning. So we've got
So
some
Dedicated
early birds over
splatters.
there. This is a global test fire, so we've got European. We probably have some European players too.
That-
It's
yep.
around midnight there, I think,
I think it's like 8 p.m.
or 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah. All right. So we're just gonna wait for a couple more folks to join us.
Yeah.
And actually, while we're waiting here, it'd be worth talking about the different equipment that we can use as we're engaged in our cephalopod studies, because we're using the Pro Controller here.
That's true.
That's one option, but that's
Yeah.
certainly not the only way
Research
you can
can
play this
also
game.
be performed with the Joy-Con controllers.
Feels really good in the grip, actually. I've played that way.
And you can do field research with this by taking your Switch on the go.
Yep.
I believe Corey's on the road somewhere right now.
Yeah,
conducting
out in the
some-
wild.
Some research. Oh,
and
I'm in.
That's going to be, I think, kind of groundbreaking thing for a lot of Splatoon fans is the ability to play Splatoon anywhere you want.
Yeah. If you guys are doing research right now, if you're actually playing the Testfire, get on Twitter, share us your thoughts.
Right.
We've got 2 Octothorpes we're using today. We're using Splatoon 2 and Octothorpe Testfire.
Yep. In layman's terms, that's a hashtag, I believe, but we like to call them off.
Oh, right, yeah.
So, my weapon's a classic. Folks who played Splatoon are going to be familiar.
Yeah, Sam is rocking the splatter shot. The model is updated. Inklings love to stay on top of fashion and fashion trends, so nothing is just the same. It's all going to be updated a little bit.
Yeah,
but-
and she's got burst bombs. Those are they look kind of like water balloons full of ink.
Toss
But
those.
her
Woo!
special
Oh,
is
boy.
new, which I'm
It's
really
really
Oh, it's
special.
super fun. All right, now I
Now
got to
she's got
get
it
myself
ready,
in the right
too.
position,
See if
though.
you can find.
This one's all
that looks good.
about. I want to get higher.
Yeah, you need some high ground.
Yeah, so she's got the Tenta missiles. So what she's waiting, so once she fires this off, what you're going to see is that she actually needs, once she activates it by pressing the R stick, she's going to need to find people. So it's not going to, she
around.
can't actually now
Where
fire
are
it.
you guys?
Now her meter is decreasing while she's looking for targets.
Oh, am I not going to find a target?
And
No.
sometimes that happens.
There. Come on.
Oh, you may
I
not have been
missed
able to get it off in time.
Oh, that's a shame.
Yeah. The Tenta missile is definitely kind of location dependent. That's okay. This is a really busy area here.
Getting that high ground to show that off is maybe not my best move.
That's okay. Hey.
I want to do it for the viewers.
Oh,
but
That's
it's
actually what-
dangerous up there.
What I like to do actually, Sam, sometimes with the Tenta missiles is once you have it activated, because you're probably going to fill your special like out there fighting in the middle
Right.
of the scene.
Yeah.
You can actually super jump like back to the spawn point or somewhere
Oh,
sort
that
of
is
away
a good
from
point.
the scrum,
Yep.
and then get a high point so you can see some people then fire it off.
Yeah. You can see that blue team's ink coverage is
That
pretty
actually.
good.
Pop up there. I can pop up in the map.
Yep.
Yeah, look
great.
Oh,
there.
let's see. It was at least in the area we were in, but
And like in Splatoon 1 too, even if you're not popping the turf map open a lot, you can actually use the little squid icons on the left and right. They'll kind of, whichever team is winning, those will kind of grow and get smaller. You'll get the danger icon if you're really behind. So the more you play, the more you can kind of get a sense.
there's somebody hanging
Oh,
out
no.
up there.
I'm backing off.
So, is there an area that? Let's see.
That's something
Looks
that's
like
really
you guys have.
interesting about this game.
held
There's so
this
many
down.
interesting places to.
Oh yeah, learning
Like, find some
each
good
of the
vantage
maps,
points.
learning the.
Oh, I gotta get out of here. Oh no!
Man,
Oh.
ink. Pink. I said ink. I meant pink. Pink is making an ink press.
Oh, yeah,
they are really pushing you
Kicking
guys
our butts
back.
right now. All right.
All right.
It's hard because I want to just show off these weapons, but
That's okay.
It's all right.
these guys just want to take us out.
We've got this whole
We've
hour.
got time. We've got time.
That's good.
That's kind of how turf war works, though. In general, is like you can kind of
Oh,
focus
that was
on
close.
different strategies early, and it's maybe not as critical. But once you hit that last 30 seconds,
Yeah.
you really need to be aware of where the ink is, where the enemy is, and make that final push
You
before
guys
it gets
came up
too late.
against some stiff opposition here.
I don't think I was able to pull that one off, and I didn't get a good job of that special, so I'll have to come
Hey,
back to that one.
You know
we
what?
will
There's
come back
always
to
room
that.
for improvement.
There's some good room.
Bad
for
guys
improvement
won
there.
this
I think I
time.
can step it up next time.
Yeah.
Like you're up next.
Oh, that's
Pass
me.
This over
Okay.
to you. On the subject of squid fashion, by the way, we'll see the Inklings have some
Oh, here
interesting
we've got our
customization
scoreboard.
going
So
on here.
it's actually good that you lost, Sam, so we can show off what's going to happen if one of us takes a loss.
Can we say that we did that on purpose then?
Yeah, exactly.
I did that
Just
so
to
folks
show,
could see that.
So
just
you
to show
got
off.
splatted.
Yeah.
Excellent.
But we wouldn't be doing full scientific research if we weren't winning and losing
oops.
matches, I feel like. So
accidentally jumped back in because I was so eager. So I'm going to use the same weapon again.
Oh, that's
No, that's
good. No,
perfect.
see if you can show off the tentamissiles. Because they're super satisfying if you get a really good shot off with those.
Yeah.
I think I was being a little too greedy wanting to get
That's okay.
a multiple target shot there.
I love the idea that Inklings and our jellyfish residents here are into rock climbing.
Yeah. Yeah, this is Muscle Forge Fitness. This is
Yeah.
a new stage.
All right.
It's called Muscle Forge Fitness because it's not just a gym. I mean, this is not just a place to pump iron and work on your muscles. That's muscle spelled like the
Oh, yeah.
seafood, by the way.
You know it.
And there's a pretty dangerous spot below you, I think, if I
There's
remember.
climbing
Yeah,
equipment.
I'm just trying to
Hold on. Look through that window real quick. No.
Right
Stop
here?
fighting. Look at that.
Oh, yeah.
Little jellyfish guy. He's working the
just
speed
working the
bag
heavy.
there.
That's the heavy
Or the heavy
bag.
bag. Yeah.
So one thing that always catches me when I'm playing this game is the
Nice.
stages are so involved and so pretty. I just want to browse what's going on. It's like, hey guys, can we just not
All
shoot
right,
for a second?
I've
Like,
got
there's
some
something cool
tentamissiles.
over here. All right, there you go. Nice. Oh, and somebody
no!
fired the back
Oh,
end.
they used it on me! Oh, I got my map up.
That's good to see, actually. So what we saw there, the indicators that were coming on the ground there, was somebody else using tentamissiles against you. So you do have a second to get out of the way
Right.
when somebody's
That was
targeted you. But you have to be
incredible.
very solid in your situational awareness to catch
All right,
that.
so I'm going to bring up my my turf map here.
Super jump,
I can
jump.
see my
Yeah. So
allies, and I'm just going to pick one and super jump to them and get right back into the action. That's something that on the Wii U version with Splatoon 1, you were able to do with the touchscreen, and I actually like this a lot. When you're not under immediate fire, you can still move around, bring this up, bring up your map, and still keep an eye on the action, which is really convenient. All right, taking back some turf here, cleaning up this horrible pink mess. All right, things are looking pretty good.
pretty good.
Yeah.
So a couple other things are going to be new here with Splatoon 2. We've got the voice chat app that's going to be coming out
Yeah,
for
keep your eyes out for
smart
that.
devices, and also that you can do local
Got a little
play
scared there. Had to.
to team up with your friends. And I think both of those things are going to really help with the communication with these new specials, where you're really leaving yourself vulnerable as you're executing some of these specials. So
Right.
it's really useful to be able to actually communicate immediately with your opponents and say, or sorry, your teammates, and say, hey, I'm about to unleash this on our opponents. I need some cover fire. I need some protection, so that you can execute those moves and not get splatted.
All right, how are things looking?
Looking
That's
pretty
looking
good.
really
Yeah.
good, actually.
It's actually down to 4
Four
on.
and jump back into the middle.
The other team lost a couple people. They must have, grabbing a bite to eat. It's 4
Yeah.
on 4 on 2 right now. So you guys are. It might be a pretty easy win, but still fun to get a look at this map. Oh, right.
Oh, nice.
No mercy.
Just that last splat. Only got about 15 seconds here left. Things are looking pretty well under control for us.
That's good. Anybody we splat or who splats us, it's for science.
That's
so in
right.
the long run,
It's
for
all
the
it's
greater
all
good.
research. All brings us important data for our studies. Oh,
I would say that was very nicely done. Oh yeah, that's looking solid. And also worth mentioning, we have a second mammal.
we do. We
And
may
based on our
learn-
prevish research, Judd was the only mammal in this world,
I
so
know.
we still haven't figured out what's going on with this new cat.
Further study is necessary, I think. But so, what do you think? Do you want to move on to the roller, or do you want
No,
me to
go
play
ahead,
one more
fire it
time?
up, yeah.
Okay. I'm gonna exit out here. All right. So yeah, I'm
You
gonna
gotta get your.
check out the splat
Ethan, you
roller.
earned
It's
yourself
nice time.
a nice little squid here. That's 2 and 1 for the research lab.
Woohoo!
Thank you, Yoshika.
All right.
So I know both of you were very involved in Splatoon when it was originally released. How does this feel to you coming back?
I
2
actually
years
both
out.
can't believe that it's been 2 years since the first one, but it's also like, it feels like it was just yesterday, but it feels like a long time has passed, so. Yeah. My daughter was, I guess, 6 months old when Splatoon launched. Now she's 2.5, so. A lot can happen in 2 years.
We've got a couple rollers on our team, so I'm using the splat roller this time.
Great for ground coverage.
Yep, that's, as you can see, there's a few different things you can do with it here. Hold down your firing button to just roll out a fat
Strike the zinc.
swath of ink. Thank you, Morgan, for that vocabulary
Yeah.
support.
Or fat
Also,
swath.
you can just tap the button to fling ink in front of you in kind of a wide swath. One of the new moves that you can do with this,
Yeah, this is a big.
I love it.
This is a big change.
Oh, careful.
buddy.
Danger, danger.
Oh, buddy. They got
Oh, no,
roller
no,
on
no.
roller action.
Yeah, I ran into a couple different people there. But as I was saying, this is new. You can jump.
Is there a good place to clear ground we can show
Yeah.
this off?
So
Yeah.
the jump, the when you jump with the roller, it takes a second, like a hair longer, but it sort of rotates sideways and throws out this a longer sort of more focus swath beam.
Right. So you can see. Whoops! As I encounter some more resistance here.
It's a really nice move, kind of along the same lines as the curling bomb, where it's going to give you that nice track that you can then follow in squid form. So it's really nice for getting around the map a little faster.
And you can also attack players. I mean, because the roller's always been a good melee weapon. You can swim up on people, slap them with the roller, and you can still do that. But when you
There's a lot
jump,
of activity there.
Oh man!
you
I
can
jumped
also
into it.
jump when you swim up on somebody. Jump with the roller, swing with it. Because you have that longer, more focused stream, you can actually. It takes away a little bit of your immediate melee power, but you don't have to get as close as you did before. So I think it's actually something that roller.
Wow,
Oh,
I was
somebody
about to
targeted
get
you.
sentimistled.
Yeah, I think roller players are really going to appreciate it once you get used to it, because it actually gives you a sort of wider, more versatile range of attacks. Oh, buddy.
Oh gosh!
I am not having the best time.
I know, but
at the moment.
I feel like this is setting up for your special. Like if you can
Yeah,
get
if I can just
if you can like
charge up
hang out
enough.
And this
get
is a
that-
sweet special. I
that's-
almost don't want to say anything about it because I don't want to spoil it until people see it, but it's
Yeah,
cool.
the special
You
that
haven't
the
seen it
splat
yet.
roller has is called the splashdown.
It's deeply satisfying.
Don't you let that guy. Don't you.
So I also have suction bombs.
Classic.
There's a little boxing
Oops.
friend there.
That special pull. I need to see this.
I need to see where everybody's at. Okay.
Everyone's pretty centrally located there.
Yeah.
Close. You're close. You're close. You're close. You're close. All right, super jump.
All right, ready.
Super jump, baby.
I know. I need to find out where there's some action. So this special can be used by bringing up your map, and I'm going to activate it
Super
in
jump,
air.
midair,
and
splash
bring the splash
down.
down. Unfortunately, I didn't get anybody with that, but
It still just feels
you
really
can either
cool to
do
come
it
down
where
like
you
Superman
are,
and just
or
punch
oh,
the
we got to
ground.
do some work down here. You can do it where you are, or you can do it mid super jump, which is just feels amazing.
Yeah, being able to activate a special in the middle of super jump is
All
just
right.
such a good. It feels good.
Wow, that's gonna be close. I think we
I
might have
think
pulled
you've
it
got
out.
it.
So
Nice.
I feel pretty good about my ink coverage that time. I didn't really win any glory for the Squid Research Lab, based on my splat count.
Yeah, but look at all you guys though in double digits.
yeah,
It was solid,
we're all up
solid
over
teamwork.
well over 1,000, so that was good.
All right.
I'm gonna hand this off to you now.
Yeah.
And there's some more little tricks we can show off with that special move as well, so we'll have to come back to that set again and
Yeah.
show off some other tricks.
Yeah.
So what were you thinking, Morgan? What do you have next?
I'm gonna. So we've seen everything except the splat charger. So I'm gonna roll with that. Looks like Ethan, you did yourself proud.
Woohoo!
Another.
Still got the team victory. So Splat Charger returning as well from Splatoon.
Yeah, splat charger, sort of like the sniper rifle of this
Yeah.
game, so to speak. You charge it up, you can shoot a more focused blast.
Great for laying down long lanes of ink, peppering opponents from afar.
Yeah, I was never. It's not like my natural inclination. I'm more of a active. I like to
Get into the thick of it.
splatter shot.
Yeah.
But I always appreciate people that get really good with chargers because to me it's like a skill set it's like something
Oh, yeah.
I don't feel particularly
If
good at, and I don't
see
spend much
someone
time on it.
who knows their way around a charger, it's definitely impressive to watch.
I think with this charger as well, if you think you're going to go this kind of route and you want to really focus on becoming a sniping inkling, it's really good to build up a lot of map awareness and really get familiar
Oh,
with
for
how
sure.
each of these stages is laid out. Because
That's definitely
there are a lot of good
true.
hidey holes, little spaces where you can hide and get a really good vantage point. But
Yep.
as well, too, if you're trying to line up the perfect shot, you're maybe not paying attention to what else is going on around you. It can be very vulnerable if somebody's able to sneak up behind you, catch
right.
you with one of their special moves.
That's right. In addition to Muscle Forge Fitness, which is where we've done most of our playing, I think all of our playing so far, we also have The Reef, another stage that we showed off in January, actually. So people who saw some of that footage may be familiar with it, but hopefully we'll get a look at The Reef as well. It's more of an outdoor shopping district kind of area.
And of course, with Turf War, we are really focused in on the Turf War gameplay, but it's worth mentioning for folks who are really big fans of the characters in the original game. the world has changed. Some
Oh, yeah.
characters are maybe going to be doing different things than you remember from the last game,
That's
but
right.
you're going to see some familiar faces
I'm really
when
excited
you're relaxing
to
there.
see what the world thinks of, the new sort of evolved Inkopolis that the Inklings are living in.
Yeah,
The sort of the way they've updated their
I
fashions
feel like
and stuff.
I feel like this way about a lot of our games, but like this dev team has just created this world that feels so like I want to move. Like I could, it just feels
I
like
want
a real
to go
place.
to there.
And to see them get to build on top of that, it's
Yeah.
just it's really cool.
Yeah.
You can definitely tell so much love went into all these little background details and really building up. Like these folks have a culture, they have a
That's right.
history. They're
All right, so we're on the
they're
reef
very
now.
fashionable.
So right away, I'm going to show probably the coolest little change to how chargers work. So like before, I hold down my shoot button.
You've got the
charges
reticle
up.
there.
I can shoot that, and I can hold. And let me get some ink here. So I can, I charge that up. Once it's charged, I can, I could walk around if I want to. But
This is new.
okay,
It's-
I don't know if you
it
just realized
seems
what just
subtle.
happened.
Yeah.
But I can have it charged, go into my ink, pop out,
And then
and let it
go.
fire. And it's
Yep.
important to note that if I have it charged and I stay in my ink for too long, though,
That's going to go away.
I don't have it charged anymore.
There's a little gray bar at the top of your ink tank that is kind of an indicator.
So it's all about strategic repositioning
That's
there.
right.
So,
So-
being able to have that, like, for people that are into that, got really good at chargers, or that's like kind of what the play style they want to master, to be able to take all that skill set and then combine that with being able to, swim up, jump out, and then let it. It just adds this layer
Yeah.
that is.
Keep your eyes out once, we have a wider sort of sample set of data to, video data to look at. I think one of the most impressive things you're going to see are
Oh, roller.
charger play. Oh,
Oh,
we were
Oh
just
my
in the
gosh.
splashdown radius. But charger play that makes use of that ability to save up your charged shot and then duck around a corner and let it go. I think people are going to actually have a lot of fun with that.
And actually, that was nice. So when that other Inkling used the special, we saw the visual representation just before the punch was nailed
You
down
got
on the
this.
floor. So it's really worthwhile getting familiar with what these different moves look like when they're being executed.
I tried to take that inkjet. Did you see that inkjet guy flying?
Yeah.
I had an idea that if I just shot randomly in midair, I would take him out. Probably
Now
not the best idea.
you're featuring a fourth new special weapon that we haven't seen yet.
Yeah, I'm going to focus on trying to get that
called
built
the
up.
Stingray. Good.
Oh, they're boxing you in. Careful.
Got the splat bombs, a classic.
Whoop.
Oh,
How did he hit me
no.
with that?
He
I think
gotcha.
that was a roller, the new jump, like
Yeah.
long ranger.
Yeah. I don't know if I was making any sense while I was talking while playing with the roller, so I'll just reiterate that. Yeah, you can, if you do your tap to fling ink with the roller while jumping now, you're going to do a vertical swing that's going to fling ink for a much longer distance. And you can dive into that.
Oh,
no! You got
Oh.
splashed down again.
That's hard because once you're in that range, it's like how do
You've
I?
only got a
how do I
second to get
here?
out of
Yeah.
there.
All right. How's our map looking? Looks like they've got some decent coverage in the middle.
Yeah.
The Charger is not
It's
completely
hard.
geared toward really inking lots of turf. Oh, he's out of ink?
Yeah, I have a really hard time personally, like
Yeah.
figuring out how to play well with a charger and also
Right.
like build up my special because I feel like it's
You're not
this,
really focused on coverage. You're more of
Oh, did we squeak
suppressing
it out?
support fire.
capture.
You got it. Nice.
So we'll use the next round with the charger to make sure we show off that special.
Sounds good.
But yeah, like personally for me, that's like it's that combination of like trying to take my time and like aim these long range shots, and then I'm so used to playing with like a splatter shot and just like covering turf
Right.
and sort of always having my special there if I need it.
Right. Yeah, Charger and Roller, I think, if you compare the two of them, are two of the best ways to see the different ways people can play Splatoon.
Oh,
Yeah.
do you want
in
me
turf
to
war.
hit the charger again, or where should I go?
Yeah, I mean we've
It's kinda up
we've
to you
shown
at this
everything
point.
once, but there's
Yeah.
still I think a lot of.
Let's see.
Roller really gets in.
You know,
up
we
close.
didn't show the sort
Charger
of after
hangs
image that
back.
appears that tells you what's happening with this one's
Yeah,
special.
we've
so
got a
maybe
little
I'll
of
hop
every.
in
I mean,
there.
there's
See if I can show that off.
there's
and
little details
redeem
that
myself.
it's going to take a couple rounds to show off. So
The splat.
whatever you guys feel like
duties.
showing off.
Man, I can't wait for this to come out.
Yeah.
Summer, soon.
Another good thing to think about, you can't always control it when playing with people in a situation like this, but is your, working together. If you're playing as a roller and you take the front line and really ink a lot of the turf in the middle, but you can be supported by somebody with a charger from the back. That's when you can really see, I don't know, team coordination come through.
Yeah, it's worth talking a little bit about team composition because I know playing Splatoon, every once in a while you come against a team and it's 4 rollers, say.
Sure.
And everybody's got the same weapon. And, I mean, it's certainly fun to play that way, but I think you lose a little bit of the versatility that you can get when you've got a nice support build.
Well, that's like what I think is important. I kind of failed at showing it off the first time, but Sam, the special you have, the inkjet, is so cool and neat to think about what you can do with the team because
Oh, curling bomb, get him!
Because this special allows
your
All right,
inkjet is
coming
ready.
up.
So for one, she
Airborne.
can now fly into places you might not normally be able to walk
Right.
to.
I'm kind of
so you can
exposed,
make
so
a
I hope
push into an
somebody's
enemy
looking out for
base.
me.
Oh, you're good.
But
Oh,
also
you
when
got
I-
somebody right at the end. That was great.
And you can see at the end there, she
Pop
flew
back.
back to where she started. So
That's
wherever
right.
Safe and
wherever
sound.
you initiate the inkjet, you end up, when it runs out, flying right back to that spot. And it
Yeah.
also leaves a little icon there. So the enemy can actually see that. So they might see...
Nicely done.
Oh no!
Nicely done. So
That
they
was
might see
right on
you
top of
fire
us.
that off, and then you're flying above, sort of raining down. But if they saw where you took off from and they know where that spot is, they could camp your initial launch point.
Right.
And that is no good.
No.
So it's almost like you want a teammate to guard that spot for you. Like, make sure it's safe
Sure.
when I come home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or before you fire it off, you can kind of like find a little hidey hole.
Yep.
And then fire it off because you don't really want anyone to see where you take off from.
I love these curling
And another
bombs.
thing that,
so
like,
they're
fun.
great.
I love about the inkjet too is as you're flying over, it's also leaving a trail beneath you, so you can also use that to help your team push forward through enemy ink.
Yeah.
So one of the things that I love about the curling bomb strategy, they're really fun if you have a narrow walkway where you can bounce it against the
Oh, boy.
walls. Because
Yep.
then it'll just shuttle back and forth, cover a lot of ground. But if someone's hiding in that ink, it's really hard for them to avoid that thing if its trajectory is pulling them in the right way. Yes.
Nice.
Oh, nice. Was that
There
your-
we go.
Done. You
Is that your-
splatted Vern.
All right.
sorry, Vern,
Fire
it
off
was
that
for science.
Fire off that inkjet and make some. I think you can push into the enemy base from where you're at.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, there we go.
Oh, yeah,
See, I
all the
really
way.
would not be able to
Keep
reach
going.
up there.
Keep going.
Oh, inkjet!
Oh, no.
in
Jet
battle!
on inkjet.
Fight in
my-
the air!
Inka!
That
Okay,
was
I got to
intense.
get out of
awesome.
here. I'm way too
That was
close
incredible,
to...
incredibly intense.
And you can probably
I should
tell
have
from the
screenshotted
fact
that, but I was way too focused on the action to remember.
Well, when you're flying around the inkjet, your movement, like your ability to aim, is a little slow. It's sort of a methodical, like thunk weapon.
Right.
So even though those two are right up there trying to shoot each other,
Yeah, it's difficult for anyone to for them to
Yeah,
take
the
each other
map's
out.
doing- Oh, I
Yeah.
feel much better about this. All right.
Yeah.
This is looking good.
Another thing about the inkjet, like every stage pretty much is going to have some area that's going to make it difficult to get into. Nicely done.
There we go.
Um,
I'm sorry, whoever that was.
that was now.
I'm sorry now.
But it makes it difficult to get into enemy territory. And previously there wasn't really a way to do that.
you
were-
could
a lot of
throw
times you were just
bombs
kinda-
like up and over ledges
Yeah.
and try to do it that way, or shoot.
But that inkjet, you can strike fear in the heart of your opponents by storming in
Oh, look at
just
this,
like this.
Look at late game marching
game
into
push.
the base.
All right, there
Wow.
we go.
Oh, nicely done.
That looks like a win.
Did I
to
earn
me.
a squid? Maybe? Yes!
You're on the board.
Yoshika, I earned a squid. I was a
Nicely
little worried
done.
that I just have a line of splats after today. That would be very sad.
Very good.
Who's up next? Morgan, you,
Look
I
like
think.
Helios, Nick. Ethan's
Are you
turn.
up with it?
go?
Excellent.
Yeah.
Thank you, Helios. We got Nick. I can't read the Japanese player's name. Ethan, you could have.
Yes, thank you to
Sorry,
all
I
the teammates.
wasn't
If you're
paying
playing
attention.
and you see us turn up in your game, I apologize if we look like we're just doing something weird because we're trying to show off a move and we're just standing there. But thank you for supporting us.
All right, we're gonna go one more round with the same loadout here. I actually haven't played yet with the splatter shot, so
It feels really good. I was always a fan of the splatter shot, honestly, in the first game, so it's nice to see
Yeah.
it back. And the new special really does make a difference, though.
I'm just waiting on one player here to start. Ooh, Vern's back. We already played with Vern once. So.
where we are here in our North American West Coast squid research facility, it's noon o'clock right now, so
Yep.
you will have 5 other opportunities to play. The Testfire. So keep your eyes posted for that. We'll be putting up a little information later, but don't worry if you're eating lunch or too busy to play right now. You'll have opportunities later. Make sure you can
All
download
right, let's see what you got.
the Turf War from the Nintendo eShop.
So you're rolling dualies again, I believe,
Switch.
which is
We
great.
splatted Vern last time,
Yeah.
didn't we? Vern's
Oh,
on our team this time.
Oh, that's right. I'm not Splattershot. I'm Dualies.
Yeah,
again,
which is
so.
good. I think the dualies are sort of the most. I feel like I think
Press
the dualies
across
might
this
become
bridge
my
here.
new main. I don't know yet. I don't know all the weapons that are going to be in the game, but I just love that dualies add this ability to. I always like sort of that aggressive push you can make with like a splatter shot, or splatter shot junior is what I like to play with in the first game. But this one, the dualies kind of let you do the same thing, but also with that roll,
Nice.
you can be even more elusive. Oh, nicely done.
And dual wielding just feels cool. Not gonna lie.
Oh.
And there you popping back. Nice.
And I'm going to immediately
throw a curler.
let go with another curler. I'm just kind of like holding down this bridge. Uh-oh. Stiff
We
opposition.
Oh.
Yeah, this bridge changed a little bit from the. This is now sort of a. Any eagle-eyed from the way the stage looked in the New York event. This bridge is now made out of stone. It's a little different looking.
So next time you unleash a curling bomb, I wonder if we could show it kind of building up that energy there, so folks can take a look at the very top of the curling bombs where you
I'll hold on
look.
to it.
Perfect. And there we see the color change and that sort of little light that turns on it is how you tell how the setting's going.
Oh, man.
Oh.
I got pinpointed by Nick.
Nick, you are a worthy opponent.
Ooh, this is a good even match right now. That turf
Not
map,
sure.
turf
This
map
might be
looks pretty
dangerous.
evenly split.
I'm gonna
you can
try.
try
I'm
it.
gonna try jumping in.
like
Sometimes this can be dangerous, but oh man,
Oh,
I
you
need
had a
to
teammate
maybe
coming in after
go the
you,
other
too.
way.
Don't be afraid to throw a buoy out here. You know, if you,
Oh
if you
yeah,
do something nice.
Yeah, you can use your plus control pad to give a couple signals to your teammates.
Yeah, and any eagle-eyed Splatoon players out there, you might notice that we still have Booyah.
Oh,
You press
no.
down, but Ethan could press up to say this way to his opponents.
Right.
That's a little tweak. In the first game we had come on in the U.S. English, and then UK English, I believe it was to me.
Yep.
So we've unified that as this way. So I think that will
Super jump again. I have
a
not
little more
been having
clear
a
what's
lot of
going on
luck.
when you use that.
Come on, Ethan. Where'd they go? There we go.
Nice.
Arch, I see what you're doing.
All right. Oh, you're almost charged.
Nice. Oh, get him.
I got taken out of the skies.
Yeah, but that's a good example that you would think, being
Sure
able to
thing.
fly around with a jetpack on,
Yeah.
how could anyone stop you? But because you're it's a little harder to aim. It's not necessarily as overpowered as you might think.
We've got to. I've got to stop worrying about territory.
Oh, you just.
I've got to get.
Yeah,
some,
you gotta get
some
serious.
turf inked here. I get too caught up in the splatting game.
But I think that balance of the vulnerability and the damage really helps make sure that none of these sets is going to be overly OP. It's really how you play and use them that's going to make the difference. You can cause a lot of damage and cover a lot of turf with some of these specials, but at the same time,
last push,
you're so
last
vulnerable.
push.
I don't
Throw
have
a
the
bomb.
time.
Throw a curl, something.
Oh,
Didn't have the time there.
I just said throw a curl. I don't know what
Throw
that
a curl?
that
I
looks
meant curl.
close,
Curl.
though. You might have done it.
I don't know that we got it. Nope.
Oh.
Oh well. I'm not going to screenshot that one.
I'll be honest, seeing that little cat happy, it kind of makes it all right.
There you go. Oh well, I got my first splat.
You did.
And I'll be honest, like unrelated to the gameplay, but I think I'm going to stay in science mode. These are really comfortable.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
All right, Ethan. I took your first splat. I'm the only one without a splat, so we'll see how I can do.
Oh no, Yoshika, you didn't have to put the splat on the board with such ferocity.
I'm going back in with the splat charger. I feel like I didn't do a great job the first time.
Redeem yourself a bit.
Yes,
Man,
we'll see.
I'll be honest, we're very
that leaves a bad taste in my mouth as a researcher. I need to get back and check my results, and hopefully I can come up with some.
We're gonna have a lot of
next
data to go
time.
through.
Yeah.
I will say that we're very lucky that Yoshika is handling statistics for us and not playing, because otherwise I think she would be just
She could probably
destroying.
handle the enemy team
Yeah,
all
we're
by herself.
kind of holding on to her, but she's
Yeah.
a very dangerous opponent
She's
that you don't want to mess with in
Squid Research
Splatoon.
Lab's most secret weapon. All right, charger on the loose.
I'm going to use the charger in one of its effective ways, which is laying down early lanes and
That's
using
right.
those lanes to push.
And
Yeah, you can see there that your buddy Hayato is really making use of the ink that you're laying down, which is a good, nice toss with the splat bomb.
And worth noting for folks who haven't taken a look at the top of the screen here in too much detail, you can tell what your loadout is on your teammates and your opponents, which is really helpful. So here you can see what
That's
just got
a
taken
really good point.
out of the running, so you know there's not a roller that you have to face on the other
Right.
team right now.
Yep.
All right, so I've got my special. So this special, it's sometimes it's hard to try to
Getting
show
close,
off these.
not quite.
It's hard to show.
There you go. You got it now.
So it's hard to show off the specials. Like you kind of need the natural situation to occur. But
Right.
this stingray, what I can actually do. Let me get to a little higher point.
In the
Yeah.
right circumstance, it's really powerful.
It can shoot through walls.
Imagine a pressure washer,
So let me
but
find.
ink.
I'm just going to fire it off to make sure I use it.
There you go.
Oh,
Oh boy! Oh boy! You got him.
Yes.
And so you can actually see that.
Oh.
It was probably a little hard to see there, but it's this like long, like it's like a fire hose or something,
intense
and that
spray.
long hose
It
of
will
ink
cut through walls.
through walls.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if you know somebody's like pinned behind a
Yep.
barrier and you fire that off, you can shoot it right through and get them. But
Looks like the middle is really being hotly contested right now, and by hotly contested I mean turquoise.
all right, I've taken the hint.
But yeah, to carry on that thought as far as the kind of ups and downs of that special, it's
go.
amazing
Look
that
out.
you can get
Look out.
ink through walls. So it's great if you've got
Oh,
folks
no,
who
no,
are
no, I'm
really
in
trying
trouble.
to tuck
I'm in
down
big trouble.
somewhere.
I got no ink.
You know
I'm
where they
stuck.
are. You just can't see them.
Can you
but
super
can take
jump?
them out.
I could have. You're right.
Oh, careful.
That's another thing to remember. A super jump is a good way to get out of a sticky situation quickly. Morgan's calling people to him.
Oh no, that
He
was
did
a very
it.
tiny
You
bit
were
of
being
purple ink
pursued.
left.
That was good. Jump back to safety. All right.
So on the
1 minute
flip side,
remaining.
Oh, curling ball.
that special is really great for getting through terrain to get at folks who are hiding, but at the same time, it's got a very slow turn radius, so you really have to be in a safe
Yep.
place to execute it to the full extent.
Both that and the tentamissiles. You know, with the tentamissiles, you can't fire it off until you have some targets in your reticle. So you really want to find that safe spot where you're going to have time to fire it off to the best effect.
Folks
Here
who
we
haven't
go.
played Splatoon,
Oh,
have
my
we shown off
gosh.
yet what happens?
I didn't know which
when
way
you
to.
turn-
I didn't know which way
I
to
know.
focus. They were coming from both sides.
What was
They've
that?
got us pinned down pretty good here.
I was just
Yeah.
wondering for folks
Not
who
feeling
aren't
great
familiar
about my
with Splatoon,
chances.
have we shown what happens when you go over one of those grates as a squid?
I don't know if we have.
You mean this grate right here?
Sure,
that
that
grate
grate right there.
Yeah. So if
dangerous? That's a scary one.
I just fell into I think it's like an Olympic-sized swimming pool underneath. Muscle
Which is
Force
unfortunate
Fitness.
given that inklings don't swim.
They don't.
Yeah.
They really don't.
So you
got
got to be careful. I know they're probably. I think there are going to be a lot of people that Splatoon 2 is their first Splatoon, and there's those
Sure.
little things that like those
Yep.
of us that have played a lot. You're like, don't go near
Take
the
for
water.
granted, right?
Yeah,
But-
and be very mindful about those grates. You don't want to be in squid form unless you want to go through to the lower level.
Yeah.
It can be a really easy way to get
Hey,
yourself
Morgan.
off the map.
I think I just earned my first
One
splat.
one of us. Get splatted. Back to you, Sam.
All right, let's see what I
All
got.
right.
It's all right. Overall,
Okay.
if I'm crunching the numbers correctly, I believe this is going to be 5 wins, 3 losses.
3 losses.
for the Squid Research Lab.
Yep.
And I believe that comes out to something like 99% win ratio.
Yeah, that math checks out on that, I think.
All right, I think I'm sticking with
So
the
are
same
you-
set. We're just
I'm
gonna see
excited
who
to like.
comes in to
I don't know
join.
about you guys, but I'm excited. I mean, we're doing this here now. We're doing this live and streaming it, but I can't wait for the other sessions to actually, do it myself. I'm excited to see what handheld mode feels like. I'm excited to play it at home. Or excited to, it's cool that there's more than one session.
Right.
I think that.
And a few different times, so depending on what time zone you're in,
Mm-hmm.
hopefully we got
Yep.
something that's going to be comfortable for you to play.
Yep.
All right, let's see what I got.
All right, you're
here.
in the back to the reef.
I like that the reef. There's like this SUV just parked there. Like,
Sure. All right, Sam, it's time to show your colors with the charger.
Okay. So this one, I really like laying out long tracks of ink to kind of help my team maneuver around the map
Yep.
quickly. So I'll kind of be the forerunner here. I'm probably going to get myself in a really dangerous
that
territory.
was
But
nice.
at the same time,
Nice placement there. Ooh,
hopefully
nice
I'm going to make it
placement.
easier. Oh my
You've
goodness.
been spotted.
For my teammates to get around. So I'm sacrificing for
Yeah.
the greater good of team pain.
Yeah, no, you can see that you got some support.
Let's see here.
Oh,
All right.
Blue has already put down some impressive ink in the middle. Yeah, it can be frustrating sometimes when you see that your opponents have left ground uninked. That's one of my pet peeves.
Oh, look at
Oh.
Tena missiles.
Tena
Get out of
missile
there.
on
Get
the
out of there.
launch.
Don't let him see you.
Looking for you. Ooh.
Kind of want to just catch him from above there, but
I don't think he got the
gone.
10 missiles off. I think he whiffed.
Yeah, I didn't. Oh, there's our 10
Nice.
missiles. That got at least one person.
They can rain pink all day long. That's all right, as long as it's not blue.
Okay.
It's pretty good.
Looking a little bit better.
Oh, nice. That was nice.
Oh, you've got the
Alright, let's
the
see if I
Stingray
can-
ready to go.
I like
Oh,
So you can see very
it's
slow,
a slow.
to turn,
Yeah, the turn radius
but I'm getting ink
is
through
tricky.
this.
Anybody
like-
standing on the other side of that is going to see ink coming through. I like the aggressive The aggressive splat charger play though that Sam's showing off here.
I like that to me like the
You don't have to always hang back.
Yeah.
I'm a road
To me, the
builder.
Stingray, kind of, it feels like sort of, linked to. You remember the killer whale from Splatoon 1?
I do.
Like that thing would also kind of shoot through walls.
Right.
And once you fired it off, it just stayed in that one stream.
Yeah.
And this is like having a slower
Yeah.
a slower moving killer whale, but one one that you can move.
Mm-hmm.
Just adds a different
Oh,
dynamic
It's
to
up
how
for a
you use
decent
that.
amount of
This is
time
looking
too.
That's all right. There's an ink. Woo!
Nice throw. I love the splat bombs. I feel like they're the one that like the physics of them is like what it's like lobbing.
Oh
I
yeah.
don't know.
Yeah, watching them roll, and they get a little bit of a roll and then explode.
I feel
And
like
they have a bit of a delay as opposed to the burst
Yeah.
bombs where it's
You've
going
got-
to explode in a minute.
So you've got 40 seconds left, and you've got your Stingray ready.
oh nice.
Come here, you. Oh, stay still so I can splat you.
Oh, you got
that
him.
was
awesome. Thank you.
Very, very
was
satisfying.
That was like such a good example because you could see you moving toward him, but it was like.
Yeah.
brrr.
That person's probably a little bummed out.
I think that's what play. That's the main play of the stream so far.
Just to show
That
again
was
the
awesome.
drop down and then try
got
to
this, you
charge.
got-
Oh, no,
oh.
someone came up from behind me.
Yeah.
That's all right. I think, we did not
Yeah, they made a late
execute
push.
that. That's all right, Team Blue. You were in that.
That Stingray splat though.
I know
was
that was
fantastic.
worth it. You know.
Okay, what do you want to hit up next?
I want
What are
to
you
check
thinking?
out. I want to actually check out the splatter shot again.
Is there anything that we did not show fully yet? I feel like we maybe haven't shown off the Tenta missiles.
I'm
Have
hoping we can get a
landed
good-
those yet?
We got those.
I'm
we got
hoping
those
we can
once.
get.
I know we
at
got
some
hit by
point,
those.
I was thinking about doing that too. Yeah, so if we could get a 10 of missiles from a nice far-off vantage point where you can actually see a target 3 or 4.
I can't make any promises,
but
I can try. Let's see. Yeah, that'll be with the splatter shot. So
Yeah. So this time, this is my request for you, Ethan.
Okay.
Once you have the special full, like super jump back to your base and then find a high point to where you can and then fire it off.
It's probably a much
That's
better
my
move than
special
my
recipe.
attempt to unleash it in the
special
middle of the
recipe.
map.
You don't have to.
well,
Only if you
Got
feel
Lost
like it.
Namer,
I'll do
Cheesio,
my best.
Johnny Josh.
Takuji, Saito. Okay. I like that we're getting a good international feel to
That's why we call it the Global Testfire.
our player base here. Back at Muscle Forge Fitness.
Nice.
Let's get some gameplay down. So I am one of those people that usually doesn't run right to the forefront, but instead likes to make sure that no, valuable points go, unaccounted for by. I don't like to
I
leave.
just saw you
any-
miss like 12 little spots.
What?
Yeah, look
Oh,
right.
it's about efficiency. I
Okay.
mean, you don't
It
want
is
to
really
take too much time to just get every last spot.
It is really frustrating when you lose a match and then you see that final map and your own base space isn't covered. And
This is also a
Wish
good
you'd gone
way
back and handled
to really build up your special quickly. So Morgan wanted me, I believe the request was to go back to spawn point. Oh, did I do that
Safety.
right? I may have actually jumped right into the middle of the battle.
oh, hey, that's all right.
okay.
No, that's fine. As long, get right in the middle there, right on that high point in the middle, and then
Okay.
oh,
YOLO.
watch out! And then anywhere you can try to get at least 2 people in your. All right, just rain it down. Let's see.
There you go. Oh,
Right.
nice.
Got somebody with it. Okay, that's good. I'm really in. It's like
Kind of the danger zone, but
orange
that's all right.
central over here.
You can maybe jump out if you want to. That looks like
It's
your
just one of
teammates
those,
are coming
it's
over.
hard in the chaos of the turf war to like, we're like, oh, get the 10 missile and target 4 people. But when it does happen naturally and you do get 3 or 4 people targeted by it and you see those missiles go down, it feels so good.
It really does.
And that's what I think is awesome about Splatoon in general. Is like in turf war, turf war is sort of the main mode or the mode where you start out at, and just the type of gameplay where you're constantly covering the map. It sort of moves everybody around the map, like
Right.
keeps you moving, and because of that, it creates all these different
Okay.
gameplay situations where, things. I feel like even though you could play match after match, and the same things aren't usually going to happen because people are just swirling all over the map. Things are changing. It's dynamic. Like the match changes right at the last minute. So.
I think given the length of the matches too, it doesn't feel super frustrating like, oh, I put so much time and energy and that didn't work out. It's like, it's
Hopefully
okay,
I'm
it's a
not
short
jumping
match, you
into
finish
a
up and
bad
you move into the
spot
next
here.
one.
Well, and sometimes as a player too, it's like if in the last 20 seconds you're making a push and you take like a bad, like you get splatted and you're like, I shouldn't have gotten splatted there, and you know that you probably were the difference, and like I let my team down, but I'll get it next time. Nice.
See if that does anything.
Here they come.
Nice, we got one.
So one thing we haven't really touched upon, looking at the Inklings here, we've
Nice.
got, I mean,
Nice
some
evasive.
very fresh outfits. Going
Back
on the
against the wall.
Inklings here, and of course in the Testfire, it's just kind of randomized gear that folks have
Yeah,
right
it's just
now.
standard
But
gear.
it's not just aesthetics. You want to talk a little bit about the gear, and
Yeah,
it's got
so
some added value to
for
it.
those of you that played Splatoon 1, you know how the gear works. If you're new to Splatoon, you know, in the game you equip different shoes, different headgear, different clothes, and those have different attributes that, you know, they might increase your swim speed, they might increase your the time your special, how fast your special fills, how much your ink take, how quickly your ink runs out, or how quickly it fills up. So.
It's a really nice way, I mean, partly just to make your Inkling look really cool, but also to really optimize your Inkling for your gameplay style.
I know, it's always that, yeah, because the gear, like say it's a certain hat, like that, you know, in the first game, it's like that's how, or in the game, that's how it works. Like the hat comes with those attributes, so
Right.
you're like, ooh, that hat looks cool, but I don't know if I need swim speed up versus this hat that, you know, I'll wear this hat because it gives me this other attribute that I like.
Well,
and you can really kind of min-max yourself for the kind of Inkling you want to be.
Yeah.
do you want to continue on with the splatter shot,
Yeah,
or
I'll take a run with the splatter shot.
okay, jump you back in, redeem me. I'm 50-50. Jeez, Yoshika.
We're still over 90% win ratio though, so.
So I'm bringing the win
Yeah,
ratio
because we've got
down.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5 divided by times 12. Yeah, 90%.
Okay, we're still at 90%. That's good. Man, the first person with 2 splat losses on the
All right,
board.
we've got. I think
No,
I see
I've
some.
got 2 splat losses.
I see some new.
Mine were
Oh, I
just
see.
spread
Didn't see
out.
your other
It's
splat
all right.
there.
Got some new names. We got Lane this time.
Okay, lost namer still with us. Johnny Josh. Ahmet.
I hope that there's somebody out there who's watching the stream and then it gets matched with us and is like, whoa, you know, that'd be cool.
Or they're
That
just
would be
going to
amazing.
single us out. We're going to get just brutalized.
That would
Yeah.
be bad.
That's probably exactly what happened to me last time. I'm sure that's why I lost.
I'm willing to back that up, yes. That is most certainly what did happen.
All right, I'm back here in the sunny outdoor reef area. Morgan's making an early push right into the middle.
Whoa!
Oh, careful.
Splat Charger waiting for you
Nope.
on top of that hill.
It's nice having that little visual indicator as well, too. So if you're quick about it, you'll notice that that's coming your way, and you can get somewhere a little bit more
All right,
hidden.
he's all charged up. He's looking for a spot.
Oh!
While he was
I
in the
whiffed.
map,
I
yeah.
whiffed.
So unfortunately, he loses a bit of his
The special build-up.
special gauge. So he's gonna have to build that back up again. But
Whoa, buddy! Look at this
doesn't lose the
guy
whole thing.
flying
Wow,
into our
we've got-
base. You
we've
see
got
that?
somebody with the inkjet who's getting a little out of
Okay, so
control.
check this
Little
out.
bold.
Special gauge is ready.
That's a
Check
good
this out.
spot.
I'm gonna swim up on this. I'm gonna stand
Oh,
up here.
nice.
Go.
You got a
Yeah,
good
get your
vantage.
spot. Okay, go for it. Go for it. You got 2, 3. Let's see if this works out.
Oh, nice.
1. Oh,
Definitely
didn't
one
quite
there.
get 2, but look
Oh,
out!
look
You're
at
targeted. Wow.
That was a good vantage spot, though,
That's my
Okay.
spot.
until they
That's
noticed
my
you.
hidey. Well, it's not a hidey hole. It's my hidey perch.
Hey, give your team some give your team some this ways.
Oh yeah.
Let them know it's time.
Yeah.
It's time to make the push.
I'm running out of ink though.
I know everything's pink.
I wasn't doing a good job of ink management.
You got this. I'll go get him.
Where'd he go?
Down
Where'd he
there,
go? Where'd he
yep.
go? Where'd he go? Oh,
Oh
buddy!
my gosh.
I was focused on the guy in front of me.
Good
I
job
rolled
to
it
that
behind
roller
me.
player, though. That was a nice move.
Yeah, very solid roller play. Okay.
I'm worried about the inkjet guy because I already know that he's already figured out
I know.
he
well,
can
that's,
use it. Like
that's
that
just
guy's
it.
already. This is the
I
first
mean-
test fire, and he's already figured out they can use that to mob into our base.
And
which
now
is-
now he's got you taking that into account. You know, moving. You know, you feel nervous even moving around your own base because
Yep.
you're not sure when the
Oh,
inkjet
it's
can
ready.
strike again. Get him out of there. There
Yeah,
we go.
Oh,
Nice.
Morgan, if you're able to do this when you're...
Whoa!
Oh, gosh. Next
Wow.
time you're able to unleash your special, maybe grab a screenshot while it's going off.
Oh yeah, I will.
Yeah.
I'll try to aim it too, so we can see those things flying up and cruising along this. That's what I really want is a look of those. Because the tentacle missiles are sort of like these little. They look like little squid or like tentacle things. Hence tentacle missiles. There's 10
It's
of
pretty
them.
cool just seeing them about to
They're tentacles.
descend
Oh my
on your
gosh.
target.
That was an incredible.
That was a
charge
good shot, Lane.
Yeah, that didn't.
I can't even be mad
I feel
about
like that guy has played Splatoon before.
Maybe not first rodeo.
Not.
All right.
Whoa, taking heat, taking heat.
Coverage in the middle is looking decidedly pink, but,
Yeah, but it's about to get tentacle missile though.
okay, find your spot. You gotta do
Oh,
some more
good spot.
inking. Oh, he's
All right,
ready.
screenshot.
Find somebody. Capture. Here they come. Didn't get anybody, but that's okay.
That's all right.
It's like muscle memory. I'm like, where's the capture button? I'm
Right.
getting used to this.
Yeah.
Oh, could you hook me up with the roller? I'll give it a go next time.
Yeah.
I think I still won though. Oh man. You know.
Judd and his associate beg to differ.
Yeah.
Oh well, hey, you were top of the charts
I was
for
top
your
of my team. I'm gonna blame my teammates here. No shame.
All right. You
Sorry.
actually continued on, I think, with
I had a
That's all right.
quick finger.
with the splatter shot.
No worries.
Feel free to play twice in a row.
Oh no, you guys! The number of splats is increasing.
Yeah.
It's all right. I feel like
Intern
we're
Yoshika
probably
is
up against some
not
very
happy.
skilled Splatoon players out here.
We've got to get some more wins on the board.
I think
Let's see what I can do.
You know,
No pressure.
No,
we're
none
trying
at
to
all.
have a
It's all
nice curve, and
Well, we're also trying to disseminate, our research findings to.
Talking and playing is not easy.
It's not, and we have a lot of information to convey. So we've got some new people joining in this time. It looks like. Uh-oh, that person's named Wiz. Hopefully they're not a Splatoon wizard or something like
it's
that.
probably a wizard.
Possibly a wizard.
And yeah, if you guys are playing at home, you try, we've all been trying all the weapons, and I'd encourage you, try the weapon that maybe you weren't familiar with.
This is a good opportunity.
I'm determined Splatoon 2 to learn all the weapons.
Experiment,
I definitely
yeah.
pigeonholed myself and became really good at certain types,
Yep.
but I want to become an all
Gotta
well-rounded
target
player.
your weaknesses.
So use this Testfire to spend some time with the charger, or spend some time with if you never were into rollers,
Definitely check out the dualies.
try it out.
Get-
Because there
get a
might be
good
those
feel
little
for those.
tweaks to those weapons, like we said with the roller. Like maybe that tweak where now
Yep.
that you have that longer swath, you saw, maybe that changes how you approach that weapon,
Yeah.
or maybe the ability to charge up a charger and then swim a little bit and pop out. Maybe that changes. Maybe
Right.
that fits your aggressive mindset.
Yeah, the more familiar you are with some of these weapons that are making a reappearance, the more you might notice, small details in the way you move, the animations that your character is going to make when using them. So be sure to check
and
them out.
I think it's important to also learn, not just in the Testfire, but in the game. It's important to learn how all the specials work, because
Right.
a lot of times defending against a special is just
Yeah.
as important as
That's-
knowing how to use it offensively.
Yep.
You want to learn that if you see an inkjet that they're going to fly back to where they launched from.
Okay, she's
And what
she's
that
ready
looks
to go.
like.
Targets acquired.
Boom.
Let's see if we come up with any hits. Not this time around, but
No, but
Got some coverage.
yeah, exactly. Even though you didn't take anyone out, you're still dropping ink
Oh,
there.
I saw we've got a roller.
Roller,
We've got a roller.
dodge roller,
I mean, not
nice.
a roller, but a dodge roller. Somebody already making
That's
strategic
awesome to
use
see,
of the
actually.
dualies,
That
though.
makes me really happy.
Yeah, that is nice.
All right, that's okay. I'm going to get some base coverage here. Get these last
All right.
little
Oh,
corners.
got somebody pushing in, trying to make some inroads.
Over this way.
One thing we saw just a bit ago with the inkjet, somebody else was using that inkjet special, and Sam was hiding out.
Oh, get out of there!
Oh, I was trying to
Underneath.
jump to that next patch,
That's
but it did not
even
work.
though you got splatted by that, that is
Yeah.
one of the best feelings in Splatoon is when you're rolling and you don't even have to get out of your way. You're going from point A to point B rolling, and there's somebody in your way, and you just pull at them from
Yeah.
behind.
As you laugh
You're
maniacally
just
at
"See
their
ya."
doom.
I didn't even have to try.
Okay, out of ink. There we go. Take the bridge back, maybe. Oh, Tenta missiles are ready. Target acquired. Oh, let's see, they're
Where
down
are you?
there.
There you
Yeah,
are.
there
Come
we
here.
go. Oh, it's gonna land right here. Oh, you got him anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, there we go.
Splatted.
And that was a good example of, the Tenta missiles, they target somebody,
And they got
fly
out of-
above,
yeah.
they fly above where they were when you targeted them and drop from above. So that person had kept running and sort of made it out of the blast radius of the missiles.
But ran right into
But-
Sam's trap.
Exactly.
Yeah, that was great.
I'm totally going to call it a trap that I laid on purpose because I do things intentionally.
Nice.
Like that.
Exactly.
splatted
Totally
target.
intentional.
Oh, yeah. Look, you got behind him.
Oh, come here, you. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Oh.
Look at that poster. There's a
Good
little,
job, Wiz.
Wiz got some revenge. I know.
I could spend hours. I don't even mean I actually mean it not as hyperbole. I could spend
Here we
hours
are
looking at the
here.
stuff on at every stage, on the walls and stuff.
That's why you're a researcher.
I know.
And that's one thing you can do. Your teammates might not super appreciate it, but
I'm just going to hang out here and do another screenshot to show what that's like.
You know,
Bam, done.
if you're going to be playing in the Testfire a lot,
Nice,
you got this, you got this.
Double splat, double splat. Oh, one more special. Let it rip.
Where are you? Oh,
I know.
too
But
vulnerable.
take some time. You know, you don't always have to be, trying to be MVP in
Oh,
every
this
match.
is going to be so close. Get
Oh,
ready to
come on,
get ready to grab
Yellow.
a capture.
Come
I feel like
on.
this is going to be a close win.
Come on.
Yes.
Yes!
You did pull out the win. It wasn't super close.
Yeah.
That was
I'll
good.
take it.
Yeah.
I don't need it to be a
I got focused
far
on,
distant
I got
victory.
focused on wanting to capture a screenshot. Wow, 1784. That's an impressive score.
All right,
Oh, thank you.
All right, so let's exit out and grab a new weapon this time.
All right. What would you like?
Let's see. Splatter shot.
And yeah, if you're playing at home and you keep hitting continue, hit exit once in a while, switch your weapon. You know.
So we
you
haven't
can
shown
get
the
in a flow
roller a
with one.
lot or the.
I'll go with roller.
Let's go with
again.
roller.
Thank you.
Thank you, Yoshika.
That's
Oh, she's happy again. That's good.
If we do
Definitely
well
don't
enough,
want
we
her
get to
mad
keep
at
our
us.
jobs.
Yeah.
If not, we're in trouble.
No, but the inkjet. I was trying to get this out, but like you were saying, there's kind of a bunch of different aspects about a lot of these new specials. So you're up in the air, lobbing ink blobs at people, but meanwhile you're also hitting the ground with
Below
your
you.
inkjets. And Sam was kind of hiding in the cover provided by the person above her with the inkjet, and so that even if you're getting sprayed by other people while your ally is using a special, you're still safe in the protection provided by their inkjets raining down on you.
Yeah, the team strategies, like once people get coordinated teams where you have you sort of pick your loadouts based on specials that work together and the ways. Oh my god!
See stuff
Yeah,
like that.
it's definitely a game where the teamwork mechanic.
Like
is really
we were talking about that
important.
earlier. Like imagining like a team. Like I don't know if it would be the most effective strategy, but if you had a team with 4 inkjets and you were all just like flying at once,
People are gonna.
Oh,
shoot
that would be
everything.
you would at least
brutal.
win like intimidation factor. Like I don't want to.
Can you imagine 4 of those flying at you?
I know, like in tandem.
Like Ride of the Valkyries playing
flying
as you
in formation,
soar
yeah.
over the map.
That's terrifying.
Doing barrel roll. I don't think you can do that, but. All right,
There's
back
actually someone using the rock climbing equipment over there.
Exactly. That's what I'm talking
I love the details.
about.
Yeah, this place is serious. Like this gym. I mean, look at the rock. Like, I saw some guys doing some workouts back there.
I'm just gonna build up my special. Make sure we get most of our turf inked back here.
Nice.
And your special's got some really interesting strategic applications, particularly
Yes.
when it comes to saving your teammates.
Yeah,
which is probably
hopefully
worth
it would be
mentioning.
great if I could actually use it in that way.
As you showed already, since you can use it from a super jump, if you see somebody's getting totally boxed in, they're about to get swarmed,
Right,
you can
yeah.
just land right on top, save the day with that.
And I
just
think the only
incredible
time you showed
splashing.
it was during a super jump. You don't actually have to use it during a super jump, though. You can also just
Protect
launch
yourself
it,
if someone's coming
launch it
through.
anywhere.
Oh, nice. Oh, you got it. You're ready.
I say you just get into the
Sneak up
heat
on
and then
that
just fire it
one
off.
there.
Did I not get somebody? Oh,
Wait.
Dude,
oh.
there's no way that guy. I feel like.
Hacksaws? Just kidding.
I think he was really lucky.
All right. Still making
Someone's in
good
the ink
progress.
right around there.
I know. I saw them. They probably saw my roller coming, and they're just like staying away. Oh, that's okay. I left a good trail behind me that they're at least going to have to clean up. Now, let's see.
This is
my.
really dead even right
Yeah,
now.
I'm going to jump. Kind of touch and go. I'm not sure if this is safe. I'm going to back off as quickly as I can. Get out of there. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Brought up my map when I meant to jump. All right.
Sorry, it's still early. It's only
Robin
it's only
is-
halfway through the match.
Yeah.
Make a comeback.
Here.
I like that about Turf War 2. Like personally, like I feel like you can make mistakes early and recover. You know, like I
Yeah.
can, if I make a mistake early and just do something that I shouldn't have or take an easy splat, I'm okay. I feel like I can come back, but then in the last 30 seconds, you make a
Nice.
mistake. It's like
Oh, good job. Wait.
That was roller on roller.
Oh,
Took each other out.
that's brutal.
So I
But
feel
I
like-
got that person who was using the. Whoa! Sorry, we had
That's all right.
one of our off-screen researchers giving us some information, and I dumped right into the pool there. Just gonna bring up my map.
Oh, you gotta
man,
make a push.
just
Come
touch
on.
and go.
in
Come
there.
on.
As a roller, you got a job to do, which is
know
to
I do.
get this ink back.
Ignoring everybody else, just
Get that
put
turf.
something down.
That's some good spread, though.
I gotta save up some ink and then go for it again.
Oh, you can totally
Come on,
get.
that-
Oh,
Oh,
what?
no, he jumped.
What are you doing?
Keep going,
Sneaky
keep rolling, keep
little
rolling.
jumper.
You can bring this back. You can,
Oh, no, right now.
Oh.
Last moment.
That's right. There's 30 seconds. You can
Come
still
on,
do this.
teammates. Help me out. Jump to the
I
action.
think you still got this. I
20
think
seconds.
one last push.
Oh, this is close.
You can get at least one kill. Last push. Just don't stop rolling.
Come on, Ethan. You can do it. Come on. Someone's in the ink nearby.
Get him.
You're super.
Splashdown. No,
Oh, no.
I feel like that's the critical mistake. I feel like that was the difference. I think that was.
that would have decided it.
Ooh.
It's actually
I
not.
don't know. I
think
don't
you're
know.
gonna
I think
lose.
we
Fingers
lost.
crossed.
We lost the middle.
What?
Capture that.
Oh, what a
Okay.
win! That's like
Wow.
6.6%.
And that's a really good place to end, actually, because I think
Yeah.
that's about all the
I'm
time
gonna
that
just
we've
capture
got.
my
That was
1573
solid.
points.
I feel like so
Nice.
you were. I feel like you were the MVP though, because you as the roller did your job in the late game, and you
As you
just
criticized me for
that was
not
amazing.
using the
That's
splashdown.
That's good. The important thing is you didn't lose heart. You stuck
Thank you
with
very
it.
much.
You kept
All right,
covering with the
let's
ink.
tally up our wins. It looks like we ended up with
Oh, I finally ended with a win.
7 wins, 6 losses. That's 100%.
We have a 100%
more
win
wins
rate.
than losses.
Yeah.
Is 100% win ratio.
Okay, that sounds good.
So we did it.
Yeah.
I will trust the math.
We'll have our statistician check that
Yeah.
afterward. But,
Seems reasonable.
yeah.
So before we take off, though, we should throw up the slide that we've got with the Testfire details. So here you go, folks watching at home. These are the other times, Pacific times listed here that you can take part in the Testfire. And if you want to do this, if you have a Switch, all you need to do is go to Nintendo eShop on your Switch, download the global Testfire ROM, and
Yeah.
then jump in during one
Tomorrow's
of these
going to
time
be a
slots.
big day. You can see tomorrow.
It's a free download.
got
Demo
three
download.
different times you can play.
The demo will be active during these times. Make
Yeah.
sure you eyeball those times. Take a look at the time
Information
zone.
also available online.
Yeah.
And take some screenshots. Share some strat.
Yeah.
With
We've
other
got what?
players.
Octothorpe,
Octothorpe, Splatoon 2,
Splatoon 2,
Octothorpe,
and
Testfire.
Testfire. All right.
Also for layman's terms, hashtag.
yeah, we can say
Splatoon
that too.
2.
Octothorpe.
Hey, Sam,
We're set, sir.
Morgan,
Sir.
that was really great.
Yeah.
Thanks for
Thank you
doing
guys. If you
some
guys
more
played with
research
us
on
or
this with me.
didn't, or if you're playing with the next sessions, hope you guys are looking
Keep an eye out
forward
for us.
to
We'll be in there somewhere on our
Yep.
personal
Watch out for SRL.
sets. And thank you so much for tuning in. So again, Splatoon 2 is going to launch in the summer, but the test fire is going on for the next few days. So if you missed that schedule, take a look, and we'll be back hopefully again with some more gameplay at some point.
Yep.
Thanks very much for tuning
Stay
in.
fresh.
All right.